Hi, it's Cassie, and today I want to share with you two quick tags using the new VersaFine Clair ink from Imagine and Sukaneko. This ink is really amazing, unique, and has a lot of great properties. But today we're going to focus on these two tags. So first I took a stencil and used Versamark ink and just stamped it right through the stencil. And then I'm using white embossing powder from Imagine and thermal embossing it. Then I'm going to take the VersaFine Clair ink in Chianti and StazOn stamp cleaner, and I'm just going to spray a little bit right on that ink and mix it together. And then I'm going to use a watercolor brush just to paint it right on that tag to give it a nice watercolor effect. So really all I want here, I want to see the brush strokes. I want it to look a little distressed and a little bit not perfect, and I just wanted to show how beautiful this color is. This new VersaFine Clair ink has so many wonderful, unique properties to it, and I will make another video to demo all of that later. Today I'm just showing you a couple of new techniques that you can do. So the VersaFine ink, the Clair ink, will react with this StazOn cleaner. If you tried to do it with water, it actually wouldn't do what you want. So you can try that, but it won't give the same effect. It doesn't react the same way. So you have to use the StazOn cleaner. So I did 2 layers of that to get a nice deep color there. This is a nice purpley kind of color. It's really gorgeous. And then I'm using the Irresistible Color Texture Spray in Lilac Posies, and I'm spraying it also with water so that it can move around the page a little. And then I added a little extra and left those kind of splattered dots the way they were and dried it. Next I'm taking a mesh ribbon that I found at Michael's. It's iridescent, and I just stretched it and made a couple holes in it just to add a little texture in the background. And next I'm adding a couple of Prima flowers, arranging them the way I'd like, and then I will use a glue gun to stick them down. I often use a glue gun when I'm trying to work quickly and I'm sticking different types of surfaces together, and when I'm working a lot in mixed media and I want to keep going and I don't want to wait for something to dry. Hot glue is a nice quick way to stick something down permanently. Now I'm using just a random clear script stamp and inking it with the Chianti directly and just adding a little bit more interest to that background. This VersaFine Clair ink is so vibrant and so crisp and pure. It's just amazing. Again, like I said, I'll make another video going over all of its properties soon. So now I'm taking a chipboard sticker and just sticking it down. I'm adding a little bit more to this background. I found some chipboard heart stickers and I will stick those down as well, and deciding where I want them to go. And then I will use the hot glue gun again to adhere them permanently so that they don't go anywhere. And I have the one more little piece. It says happy and it has a heart on it, that little tag underneath the flowers there. And really that is it. So one really cool way to use this new VersaFine Clair ink is giving it a watercolor effect and using it with the StazOn stamp cleaner. And all of this is available at Imagine. And one thing I forgot to mention, when I applied the first layer of that Clair ink with the stamp cleaner onto the tag, and then I wanted to do a second layer, I wiped down my surface first and got rid of all that extra cleaner because I didn't want to transfer that to my pad. So you're going to make sure to do that so you don't have contamination. The second tag I'm making, I'm using walnut ink crystals, fireworks spray, and VersaFine Clair in Acorn. It's a nice medium brown and it's going to look really nice on this project. That fireworks spray I'm using is in Desert Sand. It is a nice light brown kind of tan color, and it has gold shimmer in it, and it is really outstanding. Again, the fireworks sprays are so versatile and can be used so many ways. Now I'm taking this walnut ink crystal and I just sprinkled a very small amount onto the wet surface that I just sprayed with the fireworks spray, and look at what's happening. I haven't used the walnut ink crystals yet, but I thought, let's just see what kind of background I can get. And I was kind of playing around, and I am so amazed. I can't wait to use them again. I'm just guessing that there are a million different ways that you can use these ink crystals. It does say on the package you are supposed to dissolve a level teaspoon and a half a cup of hot water, and actually will make the spray for you, the walnut ink spray, which is a great way to use it. And walnut ink is a beautiful ink, and as used as a spray is quite lovely. But look at this. This is just amazing. I was so pleased with the result of this. It just gives it a really cool look and is a really great technique, and I'm definitely going to be playing with this a lot more. I'll probably do another video just for walnut inks crystals. So anyway, afterwards, after it was all dry, I sprayed it one more time with that desert sand just to get some of the gold shimmer on top of that where the walnut crystals are. So then I'm drying it completely before I add the rest of my embellishments. And the next step here is going to be to add this twine. It's kind of like a mustard and cream color, and I'm just wrapping it around a few times. Generally, you like to do things in odd numbers. So here I wrapped it 5 times. So you can see I added 3 flowers, not 4 or 2. Doing things in odd numbers when you're designing your layout is just more visually pleasing. For some reason, it's just one of those understood rules, in case you didn't know that. So here I'm adding my 3 flowers. I'm deciding kind of where I want to place things. I'm doing things on the bottom and opposite side as the other tag, and then I'm going to move them out of the way because I really want to put this really cool piece of a clock. This is from Unity Stamp Company, that clock is, and I am inking it in the Acorn VersaFine Clair Ink. And this brown is really beautiful. It's not too dark, not too light, it's just right in the middle, and it's a really rich, like mocha kind of chocolate, mocha brown kind of color. It's really pretty. So anyway, I'm embossing clear embossing powder so you can see that gorgeous ink shining through. A really cool thing about VersaFine Clair, and again I'll go into more detail in another video, but this ink dries quickly like a dye ink, but it is a pigment ink, but you can still emboss with it several minutes after you've stamped. And maybe that doesn't make sense, but it will soon. You can stamp your image, let it sit for, I've had success up to 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. Sprinkle the embossing powder on and shake off the excess, and you still get coverage. Okay, it's truly amazing, but it's dry to the touch very quickly. You can also watercolor with it. It does so many great things. So here we're just using it to stamp and emboss and to put that nice clock in the layout there. I've hot glued the flowers like I did before, and I'm just going to add a couple final touches. I have the bird, and I added a sentiment that says learning to fly. So there we have our 2 tags in Acorn and in Chianti, 2 different techniques, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.